All right, when I seen this story, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was a tad bit shocked that LeBron James is here thus far throughout the season. Like, I was just a little bit shocked. LeBron did an interview and voiced his frustration. You know, the Lakers, I think they've won like 4 out of 5, and they're playing better basketball. They're over 500 right now. But for the most part, they've been playing 500 ball. They've been in every game they played in this season outside of the Toronto Raptors game, which they got blown out and Kawhi didn't play. That was a bad look in Los Angeles. But outside of that, they've been in every game. I thought this team is pretty much where I expected them to be with all the new moving parts. They got like 9 or 10 new guys on that roster. Apparently, LeBron thought differently. This is what he said during a recent interview. He said, "I haven't changed anything outwardly, but you know me. You know how I am. I almost cracked last week. I had to sit back and remind myself, you know what you were getting yourself into. This process has been good for me. I just have to continue to be patient. I had to regroup and remember that this is a young team. We're playing some good ball right now. We're starting to build some good habits. That's all that matters right now." So I'm going to give LeBron the benefit of the doubt in this regard. Maybe LeBron is talking about the habits that they were playing with were bad thus far, like that outside of the last few games. Because if he's talking about on the play, I just have to ask LeBron, like, yo, what did you expect from this very young basketball team? Let's look at all the moving parts on this team, right? You got young guys in Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and Kuzma, right? You're mixing them with veterans. A lot of these veterans are guys who have pretty much been around the league and not been able to find a home. Rondo, JaVale McGee, Lance Stevenson, Michael Beasley. You got all these veterans who pretty much have, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is going to be one of those guys as well. You got all these vets who've never found a home, never been in a stable, never been a part of a team's building plans, right? And you're thinking anything better than that? What you guys are? I thought you guys were playing pretty much up to my standard right now. Yo, I just think LeBron needs to take a step back and realize, yo, you guys are not winning a championship this year. I hate when he puts that championship or bust expectation on himself. I get it. He's a phenomenal player, one of the all-timers, if not the greatest all-time, and his standard is excellence. But LeBron, you do realize you admitted that you handpicked some of these guys. What did you expect you were getting out of Rondo? His whole career, he's not got along with coaches. Lance has been Lance. He tried to blow a kiss at you one time. Like, what did you expect? JaVale McGee is athletic as heck. One of the most athletic big men we've ever seen in NBA history. There's a reason why no team has stuck to him, or he hasn't stuck to a team. He's replaceable because he's inconsistent. Like, what did you think was going to happen? This team, up until last year, had plans of building around Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram. They were going to try to make a Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, similar to how the Sonics started out and it became the Thunder. Well, when you joined the roster, Bron, everything changed. Now their two last number 2 picks in Lonzo and Ingram. That plan just got put on the back burner. The game plan of Lonzo being the primary ball handler, well, LeBron, you know when you get in town, you want to dribble the basketball and dominate the ball 75-85% of a basketball game. Now Lonzo has to acclimate his game, become an entirely new player, which I think he's doing a decent job at, and now he's an off-ball guy. He has to be a shooter for you. You do realize Brandon Ingram was playing point guard a little bit of last season. He thought he was going to be the primary ball handler for this team. Going forward, you come around, now he's got to adjust his game, play off-ball, get in the post more. Then, speaking of Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma is playing better ball than him. They want to invest in Brandon Ingram because Kyle Kuzma is I think Kyle Kuzma is a good NBA player, but Brandon Ingram has superstar potential if he gets it right, and maybe he never does. B.I. has Kevin Durant-ish type potential. You do realize that the Lakers they're not stupid. They watch the games. They understand that Kyle Kuzma is playing better ball than Brandon Ingram is right now. So now they got that dilemma going on. Rondo, you brought him in. A lot of times he looks better than Lonzo, right, from a basketball standpoint. But then now it looks like Lonzo is more mature on the basketball court than Rondo is. That's another dilemma. Y'all brought in a point guard that was clearly better than Lonzo at this point, and now you guys are like conflicted. Do you guys want to win now? Do you guys want to build for the future? Are you guys trying to see what parts are going to be around for the future? Are you guys trying to tank? Like, you can't do all these things at the same time, and you guys are trying to do that. Y'all want to see what y'all got. Y'all want to win now. Y'all want to win a playoff series. Like, yo, if the Lakers get to the second round of the playoffs this year with the team they got, successful season, you cannot compare yourself to the standard that the Warriors have, the Rockets might have this season, coming off of their Western Conference Finals loss last year in 7. You can't compare yourself to you dang sure can't compare yourself to the top in the East, the Raptors and the Celtics. Y'all don't have that type of talent. LeBron, I think next year is the first year where you can say, okay, we go out and get a free agent. Now we can start to increase the expectation. Y'all gonna let a couple guys go this summer. Some of those veterans will be out of there. Maybe you make a move on Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart. You make a decision, trade a couple of these guys, Lonzo maybe. Next year, all right? Also, Josh Hart is playing better ball than Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's a LeBron problem. It's you and your buddy Rich Paul's fault. The reason why the Lakers even signed Caldwell-Pope. Y'all know y'all worked that deal out under the table. Caldwell-Pope's making $12 million a year, and Josh Hart is playing better basketball than him, clearly. That's a LeBron problem. LeBron's not playing a lot of defense at this point in his career. I know he's trying to save that energy for the playoffs, but I watched LeBron James, a defender, went past him the other night, and he kicked at the basketball. He didn't even try to bend down and play defense. You missing free throws left and right. All due respect to one of the greatest ever played, you don't look as focused as you've been in the past either. You're missing I think the stat was he's 2 for 7, 2 for 8 in under a minute free throws this season. That don't seem like a focused guy to me. Come on, Bron. And his free throw percentage is 70-something% in the first quarter. By the fourth, he's in the 50s and 40s. Bron, yo, you ain't come on now. I just think the expectation can't be championship or bust this year when you know you don't even have nowhere near that type of talent. Luke's a young head coach. His future's up in the air because that's not Magic's or Rob Pelinka's guy. Speaking of Magic and Rob Pelinka, they only been at that job for a couple years now. A lot of moving parts, and I just think it's unfair to judge this team right now. Give it time. I think they'll be fine. It's not going to be an overnight ordeal. It's going to take some time. Not going to be this season for you guys. If y'all get a 5 seed, 6 seed, it's a good season. 4 or 5 seed, it's a good season to me. Calm down, Bron. Calm down. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO'S.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.